gentlemen, here we go. It is Fnatic MSI's Nightend against alternate attack Darkforce. And this is a pretty important match because the winner of this match, this is a tiebreak. The winner of this match gets to play Rain, Fnatic MSI Rain. The loser gets to play QXC.
That's a tough position to be in, man. Where do you want to go from there? What are you going to do in this match, Andre? If you're playing this match, what's your choice?
Gosh, that's really tough. I would probably say that I would lose this match purposely.
To play against QXC?
To play against QXC. Not that I think that QXC is, like, you know, far weaker than Rain by any means, but I think it's because QXC just has, like, an American style, and I know that style a lot better than Rain, not saying I don't know Rain's, but, you know, I don't have enough, I guess, experimental data with him.
Let's be honest. In a game of you know, trying to force mistakes out of your opponent, it's just straight up harder to force mistakes out of Koreans than it is out of foreigners. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally understand that decision. But we're gonna be watching. Oh, 14 gas coming out of Darkforce right now. Yeah, I mean, we are on dual site, natural, a little bit difficult to defend, so he's just going for a very safe opening here. Now, I guess we'll have to watch and see if he, you know, keeps mining that gas after 100, if he's going to stay just for speed, you know, take that expansion. Of course, on this map, once the Protoss gets up to 2 base, and the Zerg is usually going to go try to take the third, it can be really, really difficult because the rush distance ends up being so close, and you can just rush directly over to your opponent's base at that third, and Zerg players have had a lot of trouble dealing with that in the past from the games we've watched. So it's possible Darkforce, I don't know, maybe go for some type of 2-base timing instead of go for 3-base timing. That is what we see quite a lot of the time, since it is so hard to get up to that 3-base.
Now, you're a Protoss player. Tell me what you think about this Forge Fast Expand on this map.
Well, we see a lot of players do this, even though, you know, it's a little bit difficult to do on this type of map, because, I mean, what essentially you have to do is you have to use the Nexus as part of your wall up, so it's a little bit more risky. You essentially just need more cannons to cover it, and if you are up against something like a 6 pool, sometimes it can just be an auto loss. Because you can't fully wall it off like you can on a map like Shakira's Plateau, for example. Yeah. But you know, he's not up against a build like that, so you know, as long as he just gets enough cannons up, he should be absolutely fine. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Once you get to that point in the game, it's not that different from other Forge Fast expansions, other than the fact that it is just a little more wide open, so you know, units can surround your buildings just a little bit easier. But it actually looks like Darkforce went ahead and just left 1 drone on gas here. So it does leave him open. It gives him the option to be able to, you know, go for maybe some type of Baneling bust or a Roach bust, you know, later on in the game. Or, oh, never mind. He puts a 2nd drone on the gas. Andre was about to say, or he could just stay on it, but with 2 drones on gas.
This might be a little queso,
This might be a bit of a Roach Zergling attack. Oh my god, and there it is, man. Roach Warren coming out this early in the game from Darkforce at like the 4-minute 15 mark. This is going to be pretty crazy here. It's essentially going to come down to what Nightend chooses to do. He only has 1 cannon right now, but keep in mind he does not have a 2nd cannon near the bottom. So
he needs one.
Yeah, he can't.
He needs one,
that
like
cannon
right
can't
here.
reach. Right, exactly. That cannon can't reach the bottom of that Nexus. So if Roaches came down to the bottom below the Nexus, they'd be able to attack the Nexus and the probes without the cannon covering him. So he's definitely going to need another cannon, but he has double gas that you were pointing out there. And so if he goes up to a Stargate now, that could be absolutely fantastic. So he can use that Void Ray to deal with this.
Yeah. I think if you're playing blind like that, I think the Stargate is probably the more standard thing to do.
Right.
Anything like Gateway just straight out is, well, it doesn't lose, but it can get build order countered like we see right here.
Yeah.
And Nightend, let's go ahead and press V. He's playing in the dark.
He needs to scout, man.
Way in the dark.
You need to send out another probe. There it is. Thank you, Nightend. All right, so he's going to send out this probe. Now, if he finds out what's going on with this probe and sees that Roach Warren, he should be able to defend against this by making extra cannons. What is he doing with this probe, Andre?
Right click.
Oh my god, no, he's sending it back. Oh my god, Andre, this could be game losing. Like, not sending that probe out, he's not going to see the Roaches coming, he's not going to see the Lings coming, he's not going to be able to scout anything that's going on from his opponent, and he still has not dropped down a 2nd cannon nor a Stargate.
Yeah. He's currently boosting our probes.
This could just be GG,
he's doing
man.
it way too much. This is the biggest problem. Nightend is
being really greedy.
taking a lot of assumptions. Yeah. Now, Darkforce is a very macro-intensive player, so maybe he's thinking, okay, well, I wanna just try to get the biggest advantage against my opponent in the macro zone, but obviously he's He's written his own.
Yeah, man, he has. The second cannon's on the
man.
way, but it's too late. Here come the Roaches. He's going to be able to attack into that sentry. Oh, he gets the force field down, but it's not enough. The Roaches will be able to attack into this cannon and kill it off very fast. The Zergling's running, and they might be able to attack that cannon in the middle line immediately. No, they're going straight for the Stalker and the sentry, but the reinforcement links should be able to pick off probes, and of course that cannon very quickly. The first cannon has already gone down, and the second cannon is sure to fall soon.
Oh, that's going to do it. I mean, he has no defenses left. The Stalker's going down. GG comes out from Nightend, and Darkforce is going to take it. Congratulations, Darkforce. You just won a match against Rain. Now, I do want to say that Rain and Darkforce have met up previously. So that'll be quite exciting. I can't wait for them to actually duke it out. They played in the regular season where Rain actually came on top. Let's go into an interview now and talk with Darkforce about that particular matchup and his future. Hello, everybody. We have Darkforce on the line that just took out Nightend in his tie-breaking match. Darkforce, that puts you in a very interesting position. Your first match will be against Rain. If you lost that, you would have been up against QXC, still a ZVT. But how does it feel to be going up against Rain as your first match? I mean, this might be a revenge match, hopefully.
Yeah, actually, I think that I should be a small favorite against Rain, even though I lost in the NASL match. I kind of felt it was really unlucky that I lost, and like right now, I'm in better shape than I was back then. So yeah, I'm actually quite confident that I can beat Rain. But of course, I would have preferred to play QXC because I think he's easier than Rain. But yes, I'm quite comfortable with my ZVT right now. So I'm happy it's a Terran.
Yeah,
but yes.
And thinking back to those games in the NASL season, they were definitely, like, both of those games you did have advantages in. And as you said, I do feel like it's just a bit unlucky. I wish you a lot of luck going into that first game. I want to talk a little bit about how you're going to prepare for that now, because Rain, he's had a pretty exciting season, and not only that, he's been quite accomplished in all the different tournaments that he's been competing in. You say you are confident in your ZVT, but I'm sure you want to definitely win against Rain and advance to probably, well, of course, advance into the finals. What specifically are you going to do to prepare against Rain?
I also have to prepare for the eSports World Cup already, and my hardest opponent in my group is Torzane. So I will practice with Cloud, who has to play Idra there. So yeah, I will play a lot with Cloud. In general, I like to practice with him because he doesn't just give up after a few games, and yeah, he's a solid player and can play many different strategies, and yeah, that's good to practice with. And other than that, yeah, that's like my most regular practice partner for CVT. Sure. But I might also look for like maybe one or two more people, but I haven't started with that yet. But yeah, definitely going to practice with Cloud. For sure.
Now, if you do win the groups, you will advance, obviously, to the finals, and your first match will be against Hero. I know your ZVP looked really good, especially against a game where the match is against Huck, but talk about Hero real quick. I mean, what are your chances against this guy? Because Hero is definitely one of those players that not a lot of people have too much experience with, and he is one of the strongest, I think, PvZers in the world right now.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't seen many games, just the games of the DreamHack Invitational against Idra, and yeah, he played very, very well there. So yeah, it's definitely going to be really hard, especially, I mean, my ZVP isn't that bad, but it doesn't feel as good as my ZVT, even though my win rates are about the same in both matchups. And yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm quite an underdog again, but maybe I can make another upset.
Well,
yeah, that would be great.
That would be awesome. Again, for those of you that don't know, he's referring to his match against Alive in season #1. That was absolutely awesome. Darkforce, I wish you a lot of luck. As always, you're such a superstar in my eyes. Do you have any shout-outs before we end this?
Yeah, thanks to Alternate for supporting me, and I hope you will cheer for me at the eSports World Cup.
Definitely, and thank you so much, Darkforce. We'll catch you next time, all right?
Yeah, goodbye.
All right, bye.